Oh wow. Are you here for Storytime Film Fest? Number 3? Okay. Well, welcome. You're probably wondering, is this a thing that I'm gonna be doing? Yeah. I mean, why not? This looks like somebody's house. Look. Hi. Hi. Welcome to Storytime Film Fest. All right, let's start it. Okay. So if you're new to the channel, kill it. But anyway, if you're new to if you're new to the channel, my name is Bree. I basically react to some scary stories or whatever. And right now you're about to watch Storytime Film Fest number 3. If you haven't seen 1 or 2, the link is right below. You don't even have to search for it. It's right below. We got some good films. So right now we're gonna see the top 5. So y'all enjoy that. Okay, so go get your popcorn and yeah. Ooh.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
What do I regret the most in my life? I'm not sure if I really ever sit down and think about that, because I believe that, good or bad, I believe that the Lord has really, been directed my life. Probably if I should think, I would say not knowing my father when I was younger, I would think a lot about it when I hear other person talking about their father. Probably it would have been good to have him around, know him, and him, be a good dad. I would have really loved if my mother was still around, where I could be able to spoil her based on the sacrifice that she has made for me. It would have been good for her to be around, that I could, do more. Poverty. My mom was poor, didn't have a dad. She had 4 other children, I was the bigger one. So there were times that I would have to sacrifice going to school to babysit. But it also allows us to have a bond. Struggles, I've seen my mother sometimes sick, could not go to the doctor. I would really pray and ask God to help us. Things would have changed. Sometimes see my mother's, heartbroken by men. See my mother working like a man, going to the farm, not dressing in fancy clothes just because she wanted to make the sacrifice for us, her children, to go to school. So when her sisters used to go to party and dress up nice, sometimes they would laugh, says she carry herself like a old man. But my mom would not allow that to deter her. She would spend time with us. Sometimes my mother would say to me, honey, even though we are poor and you want to go to the neighbor's home to watch television, it's not good for persons to see you too often. They'll get tired of you. From that struggle of lack, I still learn to satisfy with whatever little I have. So if it's one deodorant, all of us use it. That sometimes allow you to think that persons are better than you. The church help to bring that healing, and we just see how important I am. And so I embrace that. I try to focus on positive things. I didn't put my energy focusing on the negative, what I didn't have and what was not going right. I use the negative to motivate me to say that, guess what, I want to ensure that this doesn't continue. I didn't go around, trying to start relationship and getting involved because of some of those principles. Not knowing my father, not wanting my children to grow up like me. Growing up also, I realized my mom, her brothers and her sisters probably weren't close enough. It's like everybody looking about their own family. And growing up, I tell myself I don't want to do that. So even now, I try to keep in touch with my sisters, with my brothers, help them when I can. And I'm teaching my children that they should not just think about their own family, but they should look out for each other. in spite of those struggles, it motivated me to want to do well in whatever I do. So I knew I didn't have any time to waste. I knew that I couldn't rely on second chances. So I tried to make the best of the first shot. So the first shot that I get, I try to capitalize it. And I believe my struggles in life has helped me to be, where I am. And so I have learned to gain good friends just from that. Even now when I'm not struggling, I try to maintain those old friends who I know who are genuine, who are there from day one. That helped me to find myself. If I should probably look back and advise my young self, sometimes we just stick to the script of life, the norm. But I was a very good business person at my young age, 20, going to college. But after leaving college, it's like the community that I live, there was no scope to still carry on that business skill. But looking out of the box, I could think about doing it somewhere else and don't allow the community to kind of demotivate me. Laugh after some time by my schoolmate at high school. Fried dumpling, smell of the bag, but I didn't care. That was my lunch. Sometimes I did not have any lunch. Sometimes I would have to go and stand up at the canteen door, waiting on somebody to give me free lunch. Sometimes the teachers forget me and say, "Boy, you're so patient." Sometimes Miss Pauline would ensure that I get lunch, and I was grateful. And those things helped to keep me. But there are times my mother would say, "Don't go to school." I would have any lunch. I said, "Mom, I can't stop from school." And I'd walk 5 miles to high school, 5 miles back home. Once there's life, there's always hope. So any regret that anyone may have, no, any regret, it doesn't matter what. It's good to just move on, charter a new course, try to do the right thing now, try to live the right way now, because there's nothing you and I or anybody can do to change the past. So the quicker we let go from the past, learn from it though, learn from it, learn all the lessons that it teaches. So you can learn what not to do. You can learn that if you go around the corner, there might be something in the road, so you must approach a corner with caution. You might learn that you can't just run into certain situation blindly. And no matter how bad a situation is, there's always a lesson to learn. And that lesson could mean that you are able to teach somebody else not to go on that path. Use it to motivate you instead of demotivate you. Use it to lift you up instead of pulling you down. Just move on. New course. Try to do the thing that you would have wanted to do. But in everything, trust God. Ask Him for His direction. Even things that you would have missed out on, God can use 1 year to replace all of that. When God bless you and elevate and lift you up, it's like none of those things really matter. Allow Him to direct you. And your regrets will become, something of the past, and you will still realize that those regrets is just a part of the mathematics, a part of the equation, a part of life that allow you to be a better person. Somehow, I could feel the hand of God guiding me.
Dear boys and girls, it's me, Santa. I've been spreading joy for a long time, but this year, I'm kind of worried about spreading that other stuff, you know? Just going from house to house to house, it just seems irresponsible. I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I finally realized I need to learn to spread joy for myself. So you want to know what I did? Moved to Rancho Cucamonga, California. To be honest, it's hard not being in the North Pole, but the good part is here things are kind of easy. It gives you more time to think about stuff, and I can find out who the real Santa is. Make some new friends. New habits. Try some new things. Santa doesn't have to be fat, right? I mean, yeah, I always been kind of chunky, but I don't have to be. A new Santa. You know what? I even tried Hanukkah. It wasn't my thing, but I tried it. So this year, it's going to be a little different. For me, it's going to be a lot different. And here's the hard part. I'm not sure how you're going to be getting your presents. But I figure it's not all about the presents, right? But the main thing is, don't fret or worry about me or anything else, because that's a lot of wasted time and energy. You are such beauties, all of you. And you got such wonderful stuff in front of you, and I am so proud of you. And guess what? I'm proud of me too. And I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'll miss you. I love you.
Alright, so you guys made it back to the end. This is the part where I do like a little review to each filmmaker, and we talk about basically, you know, what I liked about the film and why I chose it, and what part is my favorite part. And I'm going to try to do each person for like 1 minute, so I'm going to set my timer. So this is by Brownland Pictures. By the way, if I look sleepy, it's like 6:13 in the morning. So we're gonna set my timer. I'm giving you 1 minute of why I like this film. So we're gonna start in 5, 2, dang, I can't count. Okay, so with this film, I really like it because it has a deep meaning, and it's one of those films that at the end of it you think about, wow, like, don't look back, you know, try to basically live your life to the fullest every day and don't have any regrets, you know what I'm saying? And when I was watching this film, I just felt like this needs to be number one. This is the type of stuff that, you know, needs to be seen by a whole bunch of people. And not to discourage anybody who made it or who didn't make it, because all of you guys were great. But I like how everything in the film is very subtle. That way you pay attention to what the man is saying in the film. And, you know, I know a lot of people are probably like, I did this, I did that, but you know, this is so subtle. It's subtle because your main focus is not on what you're seeing. Like, what you're seeing is giving you a visual. Like, I like the whole the video is rewinding, kind of like showing like the father going back in time, trying to reminisce on regret and how, you know, you shouldn't have any regrets in life and you should live life to the fullest. The next one is Waking Nightmare Melt. This one gave me so much anxiety. I just remember just sitting there just like, I know something is gonna pop up and kill me. Like, at first I was just like, okay, horror film, classic. Okay, I'm not scared. I'm fine. And then as the thingamajigger just hovered over the lady and you can't see the face, it gives you anxiety because you feel like something's gonna pop up. I saw this film twice and I was just like, each time I was like, something's gonna pop out. So it's gonna show a face, it's gonna be scary. It was very well put together, the quality was very good, the cinematography was really good. I just enjoyed it, even though it gave me extreme anxiety. My favorite part is when you're just staring at his face and just waiting to die, basically. The next one, I don't even know how to pronounce it, honestly, but we're gonna try anyway. It's called Eugene, le Rituel et la Voleuse. We gonna pretend I said that correctly, okay? But this one, at first I had no clue. When I was watching these films, I watched it with my mom, and the whole time I'm just sitting there like, please do not show them doing anything inappropriate. You know how like you're about to watch, you know, that scene with your parents and you're just like, okay, do I jump out the window? Like, I don't understand. Do I like act legally blind over here? But I really like this film. It took a different turn. I will sit here and say that. Like, the whole time, when I first watched it, I only paid attention to the ritual. I didn't even pay attention to the guy like robbing the place. I was mostly paying attention to the ritual because I was just like, what is this? They about to like kill somebody. They're finna sacrifice somebody. But then it just showed at the end like him getting robbed, and it was like that nice little humor, very subtle, but it just the right amount of humor to make you go like, what did I just watch? Honestly, I literally said that. What did I just watch right now? Like, and not even in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Not at all. It was very different, and it does keep your interest the whole time. My favorite part is probably the ending where it's just like, oh, you thought this was about them. No, it's about me. I'm about to rob their whole house. The ending is you gotta have a good ending. You got to. It's gotta be something where people are gonna be like, what? That's the type of films I like. Films that make you go, what, at the end? Kind of like the end of Twilight, that one movie where all of them died. Let's go to the next one. We're making good time. Santa. Okay, let's talk about Santa. But this one was very different as well. Showing Santa when he's not Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was very interesting. And I like how you shot it. It was kind of like, even though it did look a little bit depressing, the whole time I was like, well, where's Mrs. Claus in all of this? Because he's going on vacations and doing all this stuff. I was just like, do he only hook up with her like once a year? You know, you're getting a different perspective of Santa Claus. But other than that, I think you did a very good job, and thanks for submitting your work to me. My favorite part is Santa Claus in the jacuzzi with his feet up, because I'm a short person. My feet be going up too. Like, I can relate, so I could tell he probably a little short, but probably not shorter than me, because everybody's taller than me. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, Sprinkles. Sprinkles was actually giving me anxiety too, because the whole time I was watching it, I was like, where did they find an abandoned train? And did they really go inside and shoot this film? Like, I don't know about y'all. I'm like a scaredy cat when it comes to stuff like this, but I would hate for something to just like pop up. But this girl, she's in here eating and stuff all up in there. I'm just sitting there like, this is a bold little girl sitting here playing and doing all this stuff. The fact that she saw the clown and thought nothing was going to happen. I don't know about you, but as soon as I saw the clown, I probably would have took off running. Ain't no way I was going to sit there and let a clown just sit behind me and feed me a cupcake. No, thank you. No, thank you. But other than that, I thought the film was really good. I definitely didn't know what the heck was going on. It was called Sprinkles. They were in a train. I didn't know what was going to happen. But that wraps up the Film Fest. This is Film Fest number 3, I believe. But I just want to sit here and say, for the ones that didn't make it, it is not that your film is bad. I will never say that about a filmmaker. There's always room for improvement. Always room for improvement. There was just minor things that, I felt like could have been done a little bit better, but I wouldn't sit here and say, oh, it was just a bad film, because it wasn't. It was definitely, the ones that I saw was very hilarious, very creative. Like, the idea was really good, but the angles and stuff, I just wish was a little bit cleaner. Just a little bit. For the ones that made it and the ones that didn't make it, keep doing you. Filmmaking is a hard business. Keep working hard at it. There's even times where I am a little laggy on the things that I'm doing. And building myself up as well, and I want to sit here and build up other people as well too. So if you did not make it, always remember, I do this every month. You can either submit the same video or you can create something else. But every month, I'm right here, ready to choose 5 winners so one of them can win $100 and the other ones can get other exposures. I also was thinking about like doing a little series where I watch films and tell you what you could possibly do a little bit better, because I feel like with filmmakers, they don't tell people what's wrong with the film. They just sit there and they tell you it didn't make it, and you're just sitting there like, why? And you never know why. But I feel like I should do reactions, critique reactions, not like, oh, this is trash. I would never. But I'm thinking about doing something like that just to help out. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next month for Storytime Film Fest. I want to thank everybody who submitted. I really do appreciate it. And for the 5 people that I selected, I will be subscribing to you, or I probably have already subscribed to you. So, and put below if that's what you want me to do. If you think that's a good idea to critique people's films in a more positive way to help better the filmmaker, let me know below if you would like me to do that. So, see you next week.